you doing? We're your hosts. I'm Landon.
I'm Remy.
And I'm Emma. In this episode, we are going to be discussing the royal family.
We have 4 conspiracies to go over today.
So let's not waste a second.
Theory 1. Queen Elizabeth is a dude?
First on our list is King Elizabeth.
That's right. First on our list is the Queen Elizabeth I, ruling England and Ireland from 1558 to 1603, being a man theory, or it's also known as the Bisley Boy legend.
The legend comes from Bram Stoker, the author of Dracula, who wrote about it in his 1910 novel, Famous Monsters.
According to his writing, Princess Elizabeth was taken to Bisley, Gloucestershire, England to escape a viral plague.
While in Bisley, she supposedly died.
Out of fear of punishment by King Henry VIII, her caretaker snagged a random boy similar in age and appearance.
The Bisley boy was then raised to be like how Elizabeth would, and ruled England for 44 years as the Virgin Queen, fooling the country as well as the whole world. Or as the story goes.
Onto the arguments to back the theory.
Just to clarify, no qualified historians back this theory.
Take that as you will.
Reason 1. Elizabeth never married or had children. Very suspicious for royalty, especially at that time.
Reason 2. Elizabeth was known to wear heavy makeup and elaborate clothing. To hide any traces of masculinity? Perhaps so.
Reason 3. Elizabeth was known to be very secretive and not one to show her personal life.
Reason 4. Some believe she was a man for her personality. She was assertive, intelligent, and authoritative, all supposedly male traits.
Now, this was mainly due to the time period. Elizabeth ruled in the 16th century. Women didn't really have rights back then.
Men also didn't see women as equals to themselves, so people assumed she must be a man by her manly traits.
Reason 5. She was buried quickly without a full autopsy, raising suspicion.
Reason 6. Locals in Bisley allegedly told Bram Stoker about a girl wearing royal clothing, suggesting it was the real Elizabeth.
Reason 7. Queen Elizabeth had long fingers, like freakishly long as well as slender.
People believe no woman's fingers could be that long, meaning she had to be a dude.
But the science behind that is very outdated. It is now known women indeed can have fingers that size, but man or not, how are they so long? You need to look up pictures of her gloves online.
How are they so long? Do you have super duper freakishly long fingers and just can't seem to find gloves that fit?
Well, look no further. We have just what you need.
Try on a pair of our royalty approved long AF gloves. The AF stands for Awesome Fingers!
Limited time for all of you boys and boys pretending to be girls.
Order now to get our masculinity hiding royal gown for 5% off.
A pair of gloves to dye and have your caretakers replace you with some dude for.
Yay! Onto the evidence to spoil the theory. The stuff historians actually agree with.
Reason 1. There is zero credible historical documentation or contemporary suspicion from her time about such a swap. She interacted with many people since childhood.
Reason 2. Foreign ambassadors and physicians described Elizabeth's health issues and other physical traits typical of women, details that completely contradict the idea she was a man.
Reason 3. Elizabeth was seen and interacted with throughout all stages of her life. No one described her changing in any way relating to a boy.
Reason 4. Many early rumors about Elizabeth being unnatural or unfeminine were fueled by Catholic propaganda from her enemies.
Reason 5. It's a long stretch to believe a peasant boy could be trained to speak, act, and rule like royalty, let alone a girl without anyone finding out.
Now, it's time to tell you what we think. We believe, with full certainty, that Queen Elizabeth I must be a girl. Some of you might be like,
what about her freaky long fingers?
Well, first of all, I didn't finish. Shut your mouth.
Second, we believe there is more to her hands than meets the eye. She's always wearing those long gloves, but her fingers aren't actually long.
Queen Elizabeth just had super long acrylics. She needed gloves that fit. It all makes sense. Everybody is gasping from shock because they know it's true. Theory 2. King Charles is a vampire?
Charles stated to be related to the infamous Vlad the Impaler, the very person who inspired Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Another factor pointing towards Charles being a vampire is that he and most of the royal family are speculated to suffer from a disorder called porphyria.
Porphyria is a group of disorders, some of which cause blisters when in sunlight. Also, his official portrait is almost completely red, which probably isn't much, but I thought I should mention it.
Maybe he just really likes the idea that he could be a vampire because he even bought a house in Transylvania he frequently visits.
Just let the man pretend he's a vampire.
Theory 3. Queen Elizabeth II is a lizard person? Before we get into Queen Elizabeth, let's take a look at the history behind these lizard people. Michael Barkin, professor of political science at Syracuse University, suggests that the idea of a reptilian conspiracy originated by Robert E. Howard. In his story, The Shadow Kingdom, published in Weird Tales in August of 1929.
Howard's serpent men were described as humanoids with human bodies and snake heads, who were able to imitate humans on command, who also lived in underground passages and used their shape-shifting and mind control abilities to infiltrate humanity.
Clark Ashton Smith used Howard's serpent men idea in his stories, as well as themes from H.P. Lovecraft. Smith, Howard, and Lovecraft together made the basis for the Cthulhu myths.
Alien abduction narratives sometimes allege contact with reptilian creatures.
One of the earliest known reports takes place at Ashland, Nebraska.
Police officer Herbert Shermer recalled being taken aboard a UFO in 1967 by humanoid beings with slight reptilian appearance, who wore a winged serpent emblem on the left side of their chest. Skeptics consider his claims to be a hoax.
They believe the world leaders like Queen Elizabeth II, George W. Bush, the Clintons, and Bob Hope are all lizard people.
The theory suggests that the alleged lizard people have implanted themselves in powerful positions in politics, Hollywood, and other parts of society.
Those who believe in this theory mention peculiar eye movement or strange behavior in public figures as evidence of their reptilian nature.
It's crucial to understand there's no credible evidence to support the Queen Elizabeth II was a lizard person, or the even broader reptilian conspiracy theory. These are entirely unproven claims. Theory 4. Princess Diana murdered? The day was August 31st, 1997. Princess Diana and 5 other passengers, after leaving the Ritz Hotel, were fleeing from the paparazzi when they crashed into a pillar in the Ponte di Ilama tunnel. The deaths are confirmed to be tragic accidents, but the majority of people aren't buying it, believing it to be intentional.
Let's backtrack and go into Diana before the accident. Diana Frances Spencer, Princess of Wales, born 1st of July 1961, died the 31st of August 1997, was a member of the British royal family. She was the first wife of Charles III, the now King of England, and mother of Princess William and Harry. Her activism and glamour, which made her an international icon, earned her enduring popularity. Her wedding with Prince Charles was a global spectacle witnessed by over 750 million people.
Too bad the marriage wasn't all that strong. Prince Charles was cheating on Diana with Camilla Parker Bowles, which likely led to their divorce on August 28, 1996. After the divorce, Princess Diana got with Dodi, son of Egyptian businessman Muhammad Al-Fayed. Dodi was also in the tragic accident. Muhammad Al-Fayed believed Prince Charles, Prince Philip, Diana's sister Sarah, and countless others were involved in the plot to kill Diana and Dodi.
There's even speculation that the driver was in on it. It's theorized that driver Henry Paul was paid to crash the car. It's also worth noting that Henry had alcohol in his system during the crash. Only Dodi's bodyguard survived. It's also worth mentioning that all the seatbelts but Diana's seatbelt was working.
Here's what we think. Everyone had their seatbelts on until moments before the crash, someone unbuckled all the seatbelts. It was Trevor the bodyguard. It sounds like a, oh my god, old murder mystery. It was Trevor!
It's always the bodyguard.
It's always the bodyguard. Okay. After unbuckling all the seatbelts, he jumped out onto the back of a motorcycle.
That explains everything!
As he sped away, his arms wrapped around the biker. The Mercedes-Benz crashed into a pillar in the Pont de Alma tunnel. The motorcycle parked next to the crashed vehicle. Trevor got out and gently laid next to the car and pretended to be unconscious.
When authorities arrived, they found Trevor and his incredible acting skills lying in the debris. Now let's not forget Prince Charles' superb acting skills as well. Witnesses claimed to see Charles weeping about Diana whenever they saw him. But really, he was just chilling in his room when he heard the English Castle faculty walking to his room. Just as they open the door, he falls into his chair, sheds a few tears, and weeps uncontrollably. Then stops when they leave. But it's just a theory. We hope you enjoyed these wacky theories.
These wacky theories.
That's how I was read. Just saying I was read.
That's why I did it.
You gotta do that.
Wacky.
We hope you continue to listen to and support our podcast.
And like always,
Stay solid.
oh my gosh!
You did it.